Hi everyone. I am just going to take today to talk about the strategies that I've come up with for moving forward with learning the syllabary. I really thought about it over the last few days, and I think I want to drill down on the syllabary for the next couple weeks. So that way when I actually start memorizing vocab that I can say to people, like I'll be able to just go straight to syllabary instead of having to like learn everything in the phonetics, like the transliterations, and then go from that to then learning them in syllabary. So to do that, I have three overarching strategies, and then there's like a couple of other things I'm considering implementing as well. First up, I bought this on Amazon. It's, as you can see, it's called Mastering the Cherokee Syllabary, and I think like in the posting for it, perfect your calligraphy skills, and I don't know if you can read it, but it says dominate the Cherokee writing system right there. You see it? I don't know how to tilt things. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I've found it to be pretty useful, although it is designed as if for like first graders, which is about my level of Cherokee, I would think. Probably I'm not up there. And I appreciate the fact that it says that for anyone using this for educational purposes or for like their own learning, like they can photocopy it as many times as they want non-commercially and distribute it. So I thought that was like nice of them to say. So it looks basically like any handwriting book you would have used in like elementary school. So it has, as you can see, like the letters, and then it has, sorry, I don't know how to tilt it. Yeah, so it has like the letters, and it has the suggested stroke order, and it shows like a couple of example words. And then one thing I found really useful is like these over here, where it like shows, shows them in different types of fonts, because I feel like in some cases Cherokee can look kind of different in like serif and sans serif fonts, so that's been really useful to me. And then of course it has like rows where you can practice writing. So that's one thing I've started using. I just got this yesterday, so I can't super report back on how much it's working for me, but like it seems really promising, and I'm going to be relying heavily on this for the next week to hopefully be proficient in syllabary soon. And then the other two strategies I've been implementing are apps. So the first one is called I have trouble because the name of the app written on the icon is in syllabary, and I don't know what it says. So yeah, the name is Cherokee Syllabary Now, and when you open it up, it looks like this. I don't know how well that's going to show up, but you can choose which order you want to go in, so you can have it be in like the typical order, or you can go like by similar shapes, since some of them like can look a lot alike. It can be helpful. I've done that a bit. And so what happens is that there's like lessons where it shows it to you, but what I like to use it for is this, where it shows you the letter, and then you have like little markers and you can write on it. So like I would go and do the strokes, and then I've written over it. I don't know if that shows up that well. So like obviously is not the hardest character to start with, but like if we look at O, we get a little bit more unusual, and I can just go, okay, there, I've done it badly, but I've done it. So I've been using this, like I've been trying to do this twice a day, so like once in the morning before I start work, and then once in the afternoon after my lunch break, and I found that to be really useful. The other app is, in my opinion, less well put together. I don't mean to like come at anyone, but so this app is like for learning syllabary, and I assume also it is geared towards children, so it's like an animated, like it's a game. It's like a platformer. So I'm gonna be honest, the animation is terrifying. I do not like it, but I do appreciate that it's entirely syllabary, and I have no idea what some of like the long segments say, but like I like that, like on the creative level, I like that there's all this like Cherokee basketry patterns like on the front part, and then on the trees in the background. And so you just like, you run and you collect stars. They're 7-pointed stars, if you're wondering. So like some of these, like, so I don't know if you can see that, but it's like, it's red letters, and that's like, the letters go gi, ga, ge, which is the letters for red. Something that I learned from this game, so it's working at least somewhat. So I learned that word from this game, which was cool because from the workbook I learned that giga means blood. So then I saw in the game that like the red characters were giga gay, and I knew that like most of the color words end in gay. So I was like, oh, giga gay must be red then. So it's like the color of blood. Nice. So like that's been a good experience, but I gotta be honest, the animation is kind of off-putting to me, and I don't mean to be harsh to anyone who like worked on this, but like it's scary. Yeah, so then those are the main things I'm using right now. A couple things that didn't work so well for me are like my Quizlet flashcards. I've tried like drilling those, and I just like, they don't stick that way for me at least. And then I made like physical flashcards where I like wrote the syllabary character on one side, then wrote like the phonetics and like an example of like a word that starts with that character, and then I like would draw it. So like if it was like for like gi, it was gihli, so then it was like a drawing of a dog, like a bad drawing of a dog. So like I really tried that method, like especially last year, and that just like didn't work. Like I've learned more with like those two apps and like the workbook and, you know, a few class sessions in the last few weeks than I have like across weeks and weeks of practice with those study cards. So like I wouldn't super recommend that if your brain works like mine, at least. Like, I don't know, maybe some people it works really well. So yeah, I'm going to be doing those things for the next few days, and I'm going to hopefully have my goal to be that like I can, even if I'm like not proficient in reading like smoothly the sounds out loud, like so that I can like go, okay, yeah, that one is gay, that one is ka, that one is li, you know, whatever level of proficiency you could call that. Like, so next week I'll report back on, I guess on Friday actually I'll report back. On Friday or Saturday I'll report back, and maybe I'll rope my roommate into quizzing me on camera so that I can show how much progress I've made. But that is everything I wanted to talk about for now. The only other thing I have to say is my earrings were made by Creatively Indigenous on Etsy. Look her up. They're great. So that's all. All right. Bye.